getting the concept.
And no, it's
But when
not.
you were
There's
just
no electro. Yeah, there's no electromagnetic. Nothing like that.
right, okay. Well, it's more than that than just simply that. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it. But when you said something, it made me think of the biblical reference where it says God is, because when you were saying that, when you were describing it, that's the first word that came into my mind. Because if in a sense, if everything falls under that kind of spectrum of some kind of light of some form, whether it be the photon, electron, or even out of the subatomic particles, it just seems like there might be some kind of connection there at some point. I don't know if you've thought about
Yeah,
that.
with light. Yeah, because it's so mysterious. It's so strange that yeah. And he said he is light. Well, that's why you can't get your hands around it. You can't. There's only certain things that you can discuss about it. All other attempts at description, language is incapable of dealing with.
Yeah, because yeah, that's basically where I was going. And I thought to myself, first thing God did was create light. And I thought, wow, and almost as that becomes, could light be the framework of the very fabric of our existence of some level? That's kind of the way I started
Exactly.
thinking about it. And I think of the
Exactly. And in Revelation, he gets rid of the sun and the moon because there's no need for him. Why? Because he is light.
yeah.
Right?
Okay,
And
so
that should.
my thought is on track. And I was talking in between after you guys dropped, and we were talking inside the hangout for a second. One of the guys, I think it was Right the Hand, said something about like vibration, and I used to think, the word is vibration, and I go, you know what? I used to think that, but now I'm kind of, after just thinking about your quantum theory, the quantum eraser experiment. I go, what if it's just the word? Basically, I've always thought of it as just information. So in a sense, God created light as kind of the lattice to create things, and the information is what kind of pulls it all together and makes substance. You kind of, I know this is probably me thinking outside the box, but that's kind of started how
Yeah,
I started
I tell
thinking
you
about
what, eat some shrooms and then call me back.
it. So are you saying I'm crazy? Is that what you're saying, or I have a better understanding if I eat some shrooms? Is that what you're driving
No,
at?
no, no, no. It's a good thing to question, but let me tell you, I've sat here for years trying to figure it out, and I realized that I can't figure it out.
Yeah, and if
It,
John
it,
can figure it out, then nobody can figure it out.
exactly.
Exactly. So John don't know. Nobody
Yeah,
knows.
yeah. So it's a mystery because God said He's, like I said, God's light, and it's just too much. We can only grasp certain things about it, and the other things are forever illusory. We'll never know until we ask them.
Well, I think even then, this has been my argument for some Christians saying, "Oh, when we get to heaven, we'll know everything." I was like, "No, sorry, but the only way you'll know everything is that means you'll be God." So I think you'll know more than you know now, but that not doesn't mean that you'll know everything. So I'm like, eh. But even in
Yeah,
that, though,
yeah.
I
You
think there's. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. It said we'll be like him. Now, is that in all physical and mental attributes? I don't know. I don't know the
I
answer to that
think.
question.
Well, yeah. Question mark. I
Yeah,
think there's more communicable attributes, which means we share, or non-communicable attributes and communicable attributes. I know this is theological terms. I think there's certain things, because we're limited and he's not. Certain things that we can gain from God. I mean, we have access to all knowledge because he is knowledge. He is the source of all
right,
knowledge. So we,
right.
like you said, I guess you're right. If you go ask him, he could tell you. Does that mean you'll get the full understanding it fully? Probably not, because that means he's God. But I think we'll have a better grasp than we do now. But
I think
that's all.
all truth will be known to us.
All truth will be known.
Yeah, the truth will be known
Um,
about the past, about everyone's being on Earth, what the real thing is. But that's a good question. I never thought about that. Will we know everything that God knows? I find that hard to believe. Like I said, all I'm doing is going by Scripture. And he said that when we change into the new spiritual bodies, we will be like him because we will see him as he is. There's one meaning, but then there's another meaning to that. Will we be like him in all attributes? I highly doubt that.
right. That's why I said there's communicable attributes and non-communicable attributes. I think that,
Exactly. Yeah.
like he's
I
omniscient, omnipresent, all powerful. We're not going to gain those at all. That's just
and
that would
that's
make us him if we gain those.
Yeah, I'm just
So
we're just speculating though.
I know. Well, but I mean, then
But
you get into see. But if you're right, if you're thinking right, we're speculating. But I'm trying to think about this logically. But then Slick is right. Then we're all God. You know. So
we're not all
that
yeah.
light.
Adam and Eve story, right? Adam and Eve said that that story says that we cannot make our own God. We cannot be God. That's the whole thing. That's why we are in sinful now, right? Because we try to
Right.
make ourselves God.
Yeah, but that's a different question he's asking. He's that communicable and non-communicable. Uh, I
Attributes.
that's a really good question, and like I said, that question I don't think that question's answerable. I can only say for myself that I find it very hard to believe that we will know everything God knows.
Yeah, see, I have a hard time believing that we're going to know
Well,
everything
the
God
thing
knows
is,
too.
you might be able to know everything, but to have the power of it is something totally different, right?
And that's true too. There's another facet. That's a good point.
Right. Oh, so then it comes down just to knowledge and information. But I don't know. Well, so I guess it does say does equivalency is all knowingness. Are they all connected? Is all knowingness connected? Is all being all powerful and is all omnipresence? Is that all interconnected at some point?
We're not going to be able to make like another universe or something. We're not going to be the creator. There's
Right.
only one of those, right?
That's
Right.
in New
Exactly.
Age, right? You can have that in New Age. They say that you are the co-creators of God. We are all God and we all co-create together.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I don't follow that. Yeah, that's nonsense.
Well,
Well,
but
if
in a
it's in
way,
New Age, then it's wrong, right?
What's that?
If it's in New Age, the thought in New Age, then it's wrong.
Yeah, we could throw the baby out with the bathwater with that. Yeah.
well, here's the thing about creation, though. I think you need to define creator. Can we create out of nothing? God can. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think so.
true. You'd have to
But
be
I
very
can.
specific.
Right. So I mean, I think God has given us the ability to create. We've created automobiles and planes and
You can't create
technology.
matter or energy, in other words.
Do what? I'm sorry, I talked over you.
You can't matter or energy can't be created. So that's what most people think about. So I don't think you have to, dogmatically define that term.
Okay.
If we are the creation, so can we make a creator? That's nonsensical too, right? So you cannot
Yeah,
make something that you're not or part
yeah,
of.
and then you're getting into equivocations with creation, right? That's what Paul was speaking to. Yeah, I can create a painting. Yeah, but all those materials were already here. I just rearranged them. That's not creation.
Yeah, but can you create your mom and dad? I mean, they can create a kid, but they can create mom and dad. So the same is with God. If He created us, we cannot create a God ourselves.
Yeah, that was never the question. Why? Yeah.
Well, that's I just brought it up because it
Oh,
sounded
oh,
interesting.
oh, thanks, Mrs. Helper.
Oh.
Oh goodness. Something here. This is an unrelated topic. It was back in the show. I posted a link. I don't know if you saw it. I didn't have a chance to say anything. I'm back in the car. That's not a lot of background noise. But there's a link I posted about. I remember from when I took chemistry in college, or was it high school? I can't even remember now. But how there's like how like even ice can evaporate, and that's like where you can put ice trays in your fridge and then come back. If you never touch them, then over time there's no ice cubes in there, and it never turned into a liquid and into a gas. It just evaporated. And I started
Talking
thinking, I
about
was like,
dry ice.
do what?
Talking about dry ice, right? In chemistry.
Dry ice? Is that what you're saying? I'm saying regular ice,
Yeah.
like H2O ice.
Yeah, but it could go to. It just depends on temperature and pressure.
Well, that's it. See, you just said something, and I was actually thinking about Riley's experiment that he did, or he did on this video. That video, and I go, really, the two factors that can control virtually, it seems like everything when it comes to our, like where we're at, and like things go up, things go down, all that thing is temperature and pressure. It would seem to be those are the only two variables that you can manipulate at any level. It would seem to be, because I think if you're increasing the density of the liquid, you're actually increasing the pressure slightly too. I would guess.
Sorry to
I could
Yeah,
be
interrupt.
pressure
wrong.
and concentration Yeah, pressure and concentration gradient. You're basically saying they're directly proportional, so you can interchange those two words.
Right. Okay, so I'm on the right track, I guess. I'm getting the concepts. That's why I listen a lot of times more than say anything. I'm trying to get my brain around it.
A lot
Sorry
of
to
people should
interrupt.
take that same advice.
Can I just get you to display
The only thing I
something?
chime in on is when it gets into theology, philosophy, and that kind of thing. Usually, I don't.
Nathan,
I don't
you were
much of the other
talking?
stuff.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Do what?
Can you just display something different, Betty, other than your Discord? Because it's getting confusing for me as it descends.
Yeah. Hey,
Sorry,
put
let me put this on top of it, then you
Don't
can
display
maybe see
anything
it.
that you don't want people to see, though.
Oh, okay.
just hit a YouTube video, any video. Well, you got a 20,000 tabs open. Just hit one of those.
Yeah, that's the problem. And then I can't find this tab anymore.
That'll do.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I'm on a mobile, so you can't. Yeah, I can't share unless there's a way to do it mobily.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's-
fine. That's the last test. I mean, I've
Go ahead and explain this.
been streaming it for the last 10
Explain
minutes,
this.
just so you know. You need to be aware
All
of
right,
this.
Nathan, we're stepping all over each other.
It's okay. So I've been streaming this for the last 10 minutes just so I can check that it all lines up and streams out nicely. The other problem I was having was that I want to have the people in the chat and the live stream chat also simultaneously. So I think I've got that pretty much sorted. I'm just checking it on the live stream itself on my iPad, so the bit that's actually going to reach an audience, and it looks nice.
Man,
try
you sound
something-
really good on here.
Discord's got the best in terms of its latency and its quality in terms of audio, so it is sensible to do it all via Discord if we're gonna invite other people, and it's going to be, you want that element of control from Discord. Essentially, all we've got to do is replicate what the facilities of Google Hangouts offer, but in Discord. It's got more, so great. I'm happy to do it. It's just that much more work when you don't know what you're doing. That's all. But now I'm doing it.
Sure.
This is a dry run, so this goes out to, you probably didn't even know I had this channel, but a channel called OakleyChord, which I use just for this now. So it's just done for technical exercises, basically. So it's perfect. I don't want to pollute the main audiences with this sort of garbage, because it's boring, right? But there we go. I think I'm done. So it works
You have
reasonably
to know
nicely.
some things,
So
John.
do you want to try mine? Hold on a second. Do you want to try mine?
Your screen share,
Yeah, let's do that.
if you like.
Hold on a second. Now, does he has to stop sharing, right?
I don't know how
Yeah.
that bit works. Presumably you can't. I thought you could just all share at once, and I could just click one of these icons, right?
Let's try that.
No, that's not the way it works.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's not the way it works. Oh, do you want me? What do you want me to do?
Share something.
Yeah, you go, John. Now.
Oh, you want me to share right now?
Yeah. And I want Nathan, if you see something that you don't like when someone is screen sharing, for example, this, right?
Mhm.
Then you click on one of these chats up above, and then you are off the screen share link. You understand that?
Yeah, sure. I can click on one of the other icons, right? So I can just click on Phil's, and there it goes.
No. I mean the chats. So the screen share link, for example,
Yeah,
quickly, or live stream.
yeah.
Yeah, what she's saying is you could go over here and then just go to live stream, or just hit another chat.
Yeah. Because if suppose that John would be trying to porn bomb you, right? Then you have to switch this. And if you click on one of the chats, then you're out of the screen
You
sharing.
got that, Nathan? So I could just hit this one.
I see.
Hey guys,
So
if
I
you
can
don't
just-
need me anymore, I'm gonna hop off.
Okay,
Good talking,
thanks.
everybody. Thanks, John, for your info.
Yeah, later, Paul.
Thank you.
You understand what she's saying there, Nathan?
Yeah, she's saying just click on one of these random links like after show.
Yeah, don't go to after show. Just hit Quantum Eraser. Just go down below. Bam, hit this one, and you'll see this.
Okay, I see.
You could just go there because if you hit after show, you might take yourself out.
Yeah, you change yourself.
Yeah. You'll hang yourself. So just go down below. Let's just keep it simple.
So what
Quantum
happens if I
eraser
do-
information
what
is
happens if I
right
do
below.
that? It just drops the screen share and goes to these links of science versus pseudoscience.
Exactly. You'll go right in. You'll go right into this. You seeing this?
And then I go back to screen share link, click on the link, and back, boom, I'm in.
You can go back to. How does he go back? Just hit live stream.
Yeah, and then click the link.
You have to go back to the link again and pick up the link.
Fine. Just got to be conscious that the YouTube audience chat, which is the one that I want to put. Oh, that looks a mess. Okay. Can you leave that on screen for a bit, please?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, but Betty, he's not going to be screen sharing anyone that's going to do that. It's going to be my screen share. I don't think he has to worry. That's just an extra burden that he doesn't have to worry about.
Yeah, but I want him to know how he can go out of there, right?
Right, that's
Just
true.
A
Don't.
little bit of information is not that bad, right?
Yeah, but don't worry about that for right now, because the only one that's going to be screen sharing is either me or Nathan. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I won't be screen sharing in Discord because there's really no necessity for me to do so.
Right. It's mainly just going to be me.
Like that.
But in the future, we might want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Discord will change in the future more. That is easy to do.
Yeah,
Better to do.
that's very true. Yep. I'll keep the screen up. Is it looking good?
Really? I'm getting there. You don't need to do anything.
Okay. That's when I work best. I reach self-actualization when I don't have to do anything.
Oh, yeah. Close your eyes and then you'll be nice to get along with.
Oh, so I'm nice when I'm sleeping. Right. That's copyrighted, by the way.
It would be copyrighted. Everything would be copyrighted.
Just eat your soup and don't worry. No soup for you.
It was spaghetti. Yeah. I think that you have these icons also on the right side.
What?
You can see the icons on the right side. I think that Nathan will clip that on.
The icons on. Do you mean these?
Oh, the other ones on the other side.
There are no icons on the other side.
I see my icons and.
That's over here.
Yeah, but I think that the one that receives it might see it. You might not see it, but we see it. Right?
Huh?
Oh,
It's exhausting.
exactly.
The ones on the other side of your icons, yeah. Well, there ain't any icons over here.
You are not screen sharing. See these icons. So if Nathan sees them, he has to clip them out maybe, or he wants to do that. So
We'll just leave Nathan handle that.
I wonder how it looks. Let's see if I can
I'll go into
see
Skype.
it. Oh,
You can
No.
see what if you want to watch what I'm doing. You can type in OakleyChord into YouTube and you can see it on screen what I'm fiddling around with.
okay, that's just what I wanted to do.
Not bad. What's that?
I see my icons there.
Not bad. Probably take me half as long again to get it to look half as pretty again.
Yeah, but I just delete you. I just hit archive and you're gone.
Okay,
so
the only thing that I'm a bit weirded out with that I can't seem to get right is the live stream icons that for who are in there, but at a pinch that looks alright.
Oh, right. Do you know what he's talking about, Betty?
Those are the icons that I meant, I think. Because if we're screen sharing, then you don't need these icons at the bottom.
Only
I
for
see.
when I'm done with the
That's
presentation.
right. So what
Yeah,
you're saying is because I've got these icons, the ones that demonstrate who's what you're saying is anybody that's in that chat is shown on this right hand side column.
Yeah, even the ones that have they're not the screen share bit.
Right. So I've got me, a guy with a tattoo, Quantum Eraser, and yourself in screen share icons, and that's everybody in the live stream chat, is it?
Yeah.
So I don't need this box at the bottom then.
Not really. But if you stop the screen share, then you might be needing it.
Yeah, when I'm done screen sharing, right?
You can put up that live stream box again.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. So in other words, I just need to get your... Okay, that changes things slightly. So I just need to get your box in Discord with the screen share to look as pretty as possible then. Like scaled nicely.
When I'm presenting, we don't need to see who's in the hangout, but you like to go off when I'm done talking, you like to go and play other visual things, right?
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
How is that going to work?
I can figure that out.
This is good.
That's
I think.
okay. Don't worry about that.
That didn't answer my question. It's good, I think.
I'm watching that.
Jeez, oh
So
man.
you want to know how I would get it to look pretty when someone talks? Is that what you're asking?
No, what I'm saying is when I'm presenting, let's go through a scenario. Let's say I'm presenting, delayed choice quantum razor, la 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 la, and then I'm done, and then you like to switch off my screen and put on your little visuals.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
I've just done it. It's on... You're watching OakleyChord screen? Probably not.
No.
Go to OakleyChord.
Because I don't want to...
You see that too.
I don't want to confuse you, because if I do that, you'll see that too.
Yeah, that's okay.
Nathan?
I can cope with that. I was looking at the cascading Discord for most of the time I was setting up, so I can just about cope with that.
So, back to the question. Maybe I'll get it answered within sometime this afternoon. I've been pucking you out all morning, man. Nathan just takes it in
Cheeky
stride.
bit.
Dave. That's cool. I like it.
There we go. So, is that the one? That's that one.
I have another thing that I wanted to propose.
Oh, you want to propose something else? Let's just add on to the cluster
I
pot.
know. I just can't get a word out, John. Shut the fuck up.
Yes,
Please.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You know what you can do, Nathan, is also with the screen share, is that you can make it the screen bigger even. You know that, huh? So in the right corner, if you're in the screen share, you can in Discord, you can also make that screen bigger.
In the right corner.
Are you in Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
In
you
the
say-
screen
do you
share,
just mean-
and where you have that disconnect button and stuff, and the screen share thing. If you
Yeah.
scroll down, or if you put your
Oh, I
mouse
see.
down.
Bottom right hand corner. It just makes it full screen. Yeah, that's no use to me.
Oh, okay. That's just one thing. That's also a possibility.
Sure.
Yeah, that's large.
It's just no good. It just overfills the screen. Okay, so...
Okay, now, Betty, shut the fuck up.
No need. I'm nearly done.
So, back to my question.
Looking good. Is that your question?
Yeah, it's looking good. That's my damn question. Jeez, oh man. Okay, I'm going to say it again. After I'm done presenting, after I'm done with a little section, you always like to go off and put your little visuals on. How are you going to do that? Or is that a problem?
No, not at all. Can you see the live link now?
I can see my screen only. I don't want to mess with anything else.
Okay, fine. So I'll show you after. I'll send you a link and you'll hear when you're asking the question. But yeah, so all I need to do is minimize my Discord screen, which has currently got you shown to the audience with delayed choice quantum eraser experiment. Yeah? So when I minimize
it, and then you could do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, I just minimize it, and then you've got, at the moment, a bottle pouring out some universe.
Yeah.
And then when I do so, because I've minimized it, if the conversation's going to continue, I can then just bring up the live stream box that's got all of the little icons.
Right. And if somebody asks a question, like Adam likes to bring up stuff, the stuff on the presentation itself, he likes to reference it back. So you could just maximize it, and we're back in, right?
Yeah. So I'm doing it now as you're saying it. So if I get the right one, which I probably won't now. Live stream.
Try to talk like him.
Now we're back into the live stream, and it all looks pretty, but I do need to fade back out and get rid of the boxes because they're on the left. But we don't need them because it's only going to be you presenting, right? So at that point, I would probably put the YouTube live chat back up.
I see. So I think you got a hang of it now. And then when we go to the question and answer phase, then you could put the icons that show how many people are in the live stream, right?
Yeah. So in other words, once I minimize the, if you say right, I'm done. Any questions? I'd minimize it and fade across.
Okay. So that's easy for you. No problems.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Sorry. Come here, you. Yeah.
Oh, Betty-o.
Looks pretty.
No. Uh-oh.
So you good?
I'm good. I'm happy. It looks pretty. I can bring you up easily and present you scaled nicely. Between transitions, everything looks nice. So when I've got the chat up as opposed to the Discord, it looks nice. And then when I put the chat over the top of it, it still looks nicely scaled. There's a black bar at the top that I can't do a great deal about. I can get rid of the chat when you're presenting. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It's just, there's a lot to do, but that's the same with every Ballbusters.
Right, and you're going to get good at it. Just a couple run-throughs. It'll be second nature. So you're saying you taped this on OakleyChord? I can go back and watch it?
Yeah, it's on OakleyChord.
So we good?
Yeah, I'm happy. Are you happy, Betty?
Looks good.
So I could stop sharing and we're good?
Yeah, I think so.
Otherwise, everybody can see it already, John. So.
Okay, I'll stop sharing, come back in. All right.
That's it. Easy peasy.
So, is the problem stepping on each other, or is there a little delay or something?
No, we're all just rude.
Well, John, can you bring up, gravity and, with the Newton thing that we were talking about before? No. He was like, what? I was like, negative. You know what? I thought you were thinking of the other thing that we talked about, not that thing. And I'm like, no.
No, I was talking about him saying he didn't want gravity ascribed to him.
That's the second time that I took it that you were trying to get me to release the hounds, right? I'm like, fuck no.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about the stars for a second there. Right, release the hounds. Yeah, as in something that's juicy, that's not worthy of your Tim Osmonds and your Red Rhetorics, right?
Exactly, you got it. Okay, every time you say that, well, John, what, that thing about Newton gravity, I'm sitting there, what the hell is he trying to do? I'm like, no.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
And your reaction was priceless, right?
What? What do you mean, no? No.
Yeah. You were like, what? You were like, what do you mean, no? Negative. How about that?
Right,
Too funny, man.
right, I'm done with this stream then. I can stop it, I suppose.